you are asked to write the meaning of a pointer, it will be a memory location, and that memory location will hold the address of another memory location. For an example, I'll show you something like this. You already know that if we create a variable named as int x, then it will refer to a memory location, plus it will allow us to store integer value within this memory location. If you say x equal 100, then what will happen is this location will fill with number 100. And here in this one, here again, we are going to talk about a memory location. That means we should be able to refer to a place within this computer's memory. But the thing is, this will hold address of another memory location rather than a value, right? So that's the difference. If you want to create a pointer, how you do that is, this is the syntax you have to follow. First, you will have to mention what is the data type, and then you have to give this star mark as it is, and then you can give the name of your pointer. For an example, if I use this diagram, if I want to have something like this, int star p, then what will happen is, then this will refer to a memory location and it will hold an address rather than a value. That means whatever the content you are going to insert into this place should be an address. This is what we done first, and here we have a number, and this is where we created a pointer, and here we are not going to use a number because here we have star mark. That means we can't have any numbers here. Instead, we have to give an address. So memory address should be there. This will fill with an address, and that address will refer to another location which will hold int value. I think it is clear to you. So the main difference between creating a variable and creating a pointer is, if we create a simple variable with the relevant data type, it will refer to a memory location which can hold the data of relevant data type. In this case, the variable type is int, therefore this place will hold integer variable. When we create the pointer, what will happen is, this will store an address of another memory location which has int value. For an example, if you want to refer this to this one, then you can simply refer that, right? So I'll show you how to do that. Here you have created a pointer which is named as p, and here you have a variable, and the variable name is given as a. And when you say and a, what will return by this one is the memory address of a, right? For an example, here you have variable a, so this will be int variable, and here you have p, and that is a pointer. So what you're going to include into this p is, when you say p equal and a, it will take the address of this place. For an example, if this address is 00001, right? Assume this one is 0002, right? And so on. When you say p equal and a, this location will fill with whatever the address of this int a variable. So in this case, the address is 0001, therefore this will fill with 0001, right? Like that. So address will be there, then what will happen is, this will refer to the same variable as A, right? This will refer to this. So whenever we change the value within this A, that will lead to changing the value that we refer by pointer P. So that is the difference. In this one also, if you wish to add uh, a value address, for an example, if you want to refer to this data, what you have to do is you will have to say P equal and X. So when you say P equal and X, this location will not fill with 100. Instead, it will refer to the memory location, right? If this is 0001, then that address will be stored here as 0001. So, and at the same time, that means whenever we access this pointer, it will refer to this, right? So, in the second line, if we say x equal 200, you know that this value will change into 200, and at the same time, the value referred by P will also change as 200. So I consider these two lines are to see what we can print by this pointer P, right? So if you directly use this variable name without the pointer sign, without the asterisk, then it will refer to the content what you see on this place, right? So this is the memory location we allocated for P, and then when you go inside and see, there you find an address. So if you directly ask to print the variable name or the pointer name, it will print that address. Instead, if you mention about this asterisk also, asterisk means you are pointing to something. So the value of what you are pointing will be printed here. In this case, if you say cout P, it will print this value. That means it will print 0001. And if you ask your program to print the value of pointer P, what will happen is it will print 100, because this P will point to this previous address.